This is a rant that the Call of Duty community needs to hear. This is the facts. This is going to hurt your feelings. You're not going to want to hear what I have to say, but it's absolutely the truth. And that is this. Call of Duty fucking sucks now, not because of any reason except for one. And that, my friends, is the try-hard sweats. Everyone thinks it's skill-based matchmaking, or these developers suck, or this and that and such, blah, blah, blah. But Call of Duty has been pretty much the same goddamn game since it started back 20 years ago. And that is why I have this perspective, is because I've been playing Call of Duty for 20 plus years. I've seen it during its prime time, since its height, since its best moments, since its Halcyon days. I was in my 20s and got to thoroughly enjoy it, more so than 99% of people watching this video. I'm an old G. Unc is here, going to spit some facts, and that is this. Once again, the reason why everything is a problem in Call of Duty is because of sweats, of tryhards, and what has led to this normalization of being good at a fucking video game. How nowadays it is cool, or people think they're cool and act like they're cool because they're good at a video game. Because back in the day, being good at a video game got you stuffed into lockers and got you told to shut up, nerd. People who drop shotted and would jump shot and played like they were sweats, if they uploaded that gameplay to YouTube and tried to use that for their Call of Duty channel commentaries, people would leave comments below, what a fucking nerd, what a sweat, what a tryhard, what a dork, what are you doing? Nowadays, you see people who say Call of Duty is dead, talk about how bad it is, talk about how it sucks, talk about how it's trash, play the game like the biggest sweats in the world, try their ass off, and talk like they're so cool because they're doing well in a video game, and it's absolutely fucking cringe, you dorks. This whole movement to sweats and tryhards all started because of David Vonderhaar and his push to MLG gaming that normalized being good at a video game and normalized it to be cool to try to be good and sweat your ass off to make money at a video game. And it got even worse when Warzone came to Call of Duty, and all these tryhard nerds who played Apex Legends and Fortnite and all these other fucking games, CSGO or some other shit, who knows, all started migrating over to Call of Duty and now play Warzone. And now everybody in the world acts like as if it's a life or death situation to get a win playing a goddamn casual shooter in a public lobby with nothing on the line, no money, no fame, nothing. And now you got all these TTVs and TikToks, and everybody think they're gonna be a social media influencer or a streamer and make money and take this shit serious and have $5,000 setups with nobody watching them stream. Absolutely just failures. And people think that skill-based matchmaking and engagement optimization matchmaking and cry about this in the game and cry about that as if that is the actual problem. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, and this is gonna be so bold, and I can't believe I'm gonna say it, right? Because it's gonna hurt feelings and it's gonna make everybody angry, and you're gonna make copium and make excuses because you don't want to admit the fact that I'm fucking right, that you're a nerd, that you take Call of Duty super seriously. All these YouTubers as well are massive hypocrites as well. Like, at least one person I will say, Blame Truth, isn't a hypocrite for the fact that he says this game sucks, it's garbage, and doesn't even play it and uses other gameplay for Call of Duty videos. So at least for that, even though he's a 5'2" lesbian driving Subaru dork with the LED retard trying to sell you hair replacement helmets for $5,000, but then you got people like Rick and the Foolie and all these other guys who go around talking about Call of Duty sucks, Call of Duty is horrible, and they're like the top ranked, highest level in rank play. They slide cancel, they run around the map, and those guys are the biggest problem as why Call of Duty sucks. Those dudes who play like that, absolute fucking sweats, pathetic men who act like as if playing Call of Duty and being good at it matters, and they take it so serious, and they talk so much trash, they get so fired up, like, I'm shitting on you, I'm kicking your ass, I'm the best, you can't handle me, get off me. It's like, bro, it's a video game, you fucking dork. But now people want, like I said, blame skill-based matchmaking and all this other kind of stuff as to why the game's dead. No, you've got it wrong. Skill-based matchmaking is a symptom of the disease of all the sweats and tryhards and the inclusion of MLG, wannabe, TTV streamers. It is the answer that Activision is looking for to try to keep the game from dying. And I said this before as well, and I'll prove the point again. XDefiant completely proved that skill-based matchmaking is needed in video games nowadays, because people who say skill-based matchmaking is ruining the game are either fucking sweats, tryhards, or quite frankly, don't have the knowledge or whereabouts to realize what's actually going on. Because without skill-based matchmaking, the same thing would happen to Call of Duty that happened to XDefiant. The game was overrun with sweats non-stop, and the casual players left, and all that was left was more and more sweat stacking on top of each other, pushing out regular people who just want to play the game normally for other reasons as well, because it's shit, as I said so many times. It was proven right on that, just like I'm right now, and you don't want to hear what I got to say, and you're going to hit the dislike button, you're going to argue in the comments, but fucking Unc Ghost of 8 is right, you nerds. That's one of the main reasons why that game died, proving that that game had no skill-based matchmaking, and it still didn't even last 6 months. And once again, skill-based matchmaking is the answer to the disease of the Call of Duty community and what it has become now. Cringe fest, insufferable, wannabe TTV, witch streamers, YouTubers, professional gaming fucking dorks. I'm playing Call of Duty, a white guy in his 40s who looks like a stud, don't ever forget it, who lives in a city where I literally see 1 or 2 black people a week. I'm just playing Call of Duty, mics are open in Warzone. I'm like, hey, what's up? It's like that Nick A stream and say, hey, everyone chilling, hey, what's up, woohoo, having fun. And some black guy's like, yo, shut your ass up, nigga, what the fuck you doing, bitch? Like, bro, relax. Like, Call of Duty was toxic before in that past, but now people are toxic in the sense of not being funny. They're toxic in the sense that they think that they're like good at the video game. Like, oh, you get shit on, get killed, you get wrecked. Like back in the day, people made jokes just because they're playing like a sweat. Like if you played like a sweat, we're drop shotting and jumping around corners and pre-firing and acting like as if you're good at the video game or trying to act like as if it's a goddamn super elite competition, in the next lobby you would get made fun of. And people who try to act like they're good at the video game, like, oh, you guys got killed, people in the lobby would troll those people and laugh at them like, bro, we're playing a video game, congrats. Like, congratulations, you're better at a video game than me. That's like bragging that you're good at slapping your dick against your dog's ass. Like, you're gay, all right? You're a weirdo. And that is the facts, Jack. Call of Duty sucks, not because of what the developers are doing or not doing or skill-based matchmaking or any other excuse that anyone like myself or anybody else makes in the Call of Duty community. Yes, there are issues, and there have always been issues with Call of Duty from year to year. Some years are better than others. Sometimes the developers do a good job. Sometimes they do a bad job. Sometimes they put stupid stuff in the game. Sometimes they take good stuff out of the game. They do things that people are not happy with. That is always and always will be an issue with Call of Duty, but that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is the lack of fun that people are having playing the game due to, not those previous issues I mentioned, due to the sweats and the people playing the game who make it insufferable. And the skill-based matchmaking, once again, is not the actual problem. It is Activision trying to create an answer to the real problem, and that is most of you watching this video who play this game like you think you're fucking playing for $1 million and act like giant dickheads. So while people sit here and cry about the skins and cry about this and cry about that, the real thing is they should look in the mirror and realize that they are the issue, they are the problem, and they're the reason why this game sucks. Now, of course, the developers could do a better job, and there are issues with the game, with the skins and all that, but that, my friends, is a microcosm of the problems. That's 1/10 of the problem. 99.9% of the problem are the fucking TTV, and 90% of you watching this video sweats who act like this game's dead. It sucks. You make fun of this game, but then you play this game like you spend every waking minute to try to be good at it. It's pathetic. You're pathetic. The Call of Duty community is pathetic. Eat a dick. And honestly, there really isn't an answer to this at all because the game is infiltrated. It's already filled with AIDS, it's got cancer running through it, and it has metastasized, and there is no cure for what Call of Duty has become. And honestly, at the same time, Warzone also added to this sweat-filled, sweat-infested bullshit that we're dealing with. It wasn't this bad until Warzone came along, and then you had, like I said, all the big streamers come over and bring all their fucking loser fandoms, like the ones who Nick Merckx fans and Tim the Tapman, Mr. Codshill himself.
Black Ops 6 may have saved Call of Duty, and I'm thinking Call of Duty is back, baby!
And Nade Shot and all these fucking dorks. And the huge explosion of popularity with Warzone and streaming and that culture and that community, which was also a detriment to Call of Duty and its fun itself, because that's when it became even more, like I said, infested with a bunch of sweats. And what is the answer at this point, this junction of all junctions? The answer is maybe these people move on to some other game, which probably is unlikely at this point, or more casual playlists. And that is also just proving my point as well, that sweats and the TTV tryhards and the community like yourselves who play the video game are the ones who ruined it, is the inception of the casual playlists and the popularity of those, because people are tired of playing like as if their life depended on it. And I also find it funny that those who are responsible for the downfall and the sweat-infested bullshit of Call of Duty are now complaining about how it's sweat-infested and that they like to play casual, don't want to play like as if their life depended on getting a win or not, when they are the ones who actually caused the problem in the first place by playing like their life depended on it. And it all started, like I said, it's a snowball effect. It all started like as soon as people try to do better, then other people have to try to compete, and then more people create peripherals, and then you got people trying harder and harder, and it actually has even led to the damn cheating epidemic that we have in Call of Duty, because people who are such losers and can't deal with losing, who are just fucking failures at life and have small dicks and low self-esteem and obviously very low testosterone, can't even just deal with losing in a video game. They have to resort to cheating. Like I said, the whole problem in cancer is people who play the game, which has led to most every problem and every situation we have with this game. As people got better with the game, as the community got sweatier and sweatier and sweatier, skill-based matchmaking, what happened? It ramped up, guys. And that, my friends, is the fact, Jack. That is the truth. That is really what's wrong with Call of Duty. And I know a lot of you are not going to want to hear it. You're going to cry like little bitches in the comment section. But it is what it is. Call of Duty's dead and dying because of you, the community who plays the game like it's $1 million fucking tournament. I'm the Ghost of 8. Thank you for watching. If you agree with me, thank you very much. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. But last but not least, and most importantly, stay black, question authority, and want to honky crack reptilian shapeshifters, building base hearts, brain camp trails, 7-Eleven inside job, so Google Tower 7, the Bohemian Grower, Alice, Earth is flat, Moonlight was fake, Alex Jones is Bill Hicks, the fluoride is turning the frogs gay, white man, TTV sweat nerds, bring it down.